know Des and have very fond memories of Des. So Vic, it's an honor for me to voice your words. A tribute to Des Daly, my best friend, by Vic Richmond. I have known Desmond since my arrival in Bermuda in 1966 to join the Bermuda Police Force. Desi was a very popular member of the Police Recreation Club. He served for many years as a reserve police constable. Everyone liked Desi. You would always find him in the same jovial frame of mind. The visits of Desmond's twin brother George to the PRC often caused surprise and hilarity, and I'm sure much confusion. I also socialized with Des at Irish Association functions. The association was very active in the 60s and the 70s. They had a weekly broadcast on local radio. My favorite compere was Des Daly. I always enjoyed his selection of music. As you are probably aware, Desmond was an excellent ballroom dancer, having won several competitions in his native Ireland and in Brighton, England, where he worked for several years prior to emigrating to Bermuda. Being in Des's company was great fun, yes it was. I enjoyed so many laughs when listening. One memorable occasion involved ballroom dancing. I was at the police club and had received an invitation to go on board one of the cruise ships berthed on Front Street. There was a strict dress code on board the ships in the evening, and I was dressed for the occasion with a jacket and tie. I was drinking with Des and Mike Jen. They invited them to join me on board the ship. Neither had a jacket or a tie, so I said, no problem, I'll stop by my house, and I'll, on the way there, and get them. Suitably attired, we boarded the ship, and were escorted to the theater and enjoyed the show. Afterwards, the orchestra remained and provided music for dancing. Des, having had quite a few cockspur and gingers under his belt by this time, was up like a shot and had no problem finding partners due to his prowess on the dance floor. If you've ever seen Des dance, you know that he took it very seriously indeed, and his countenance was expressionless and indicated deep concentration. Now, to the hysterical part. One of the jackets I had grabbed from her had a rather large, checked pattern similar to tartan. Des got that one. And of course, it was far too big for him. The sleeves extended about 6 inches or more beyond his fingertips. And the jacket hem covered his backside and upper thigh. Mike and myself, and I'm sure many others, were in hysterics, watching Des glide around the dance floor with many ladies of various sizes. At the end of the evening, he received a standing ovation from the audience and the orchestra. I cannot remember when Des became my best friend. It was at least 22 years ago. In April 1988, we took a 7-day holiday to Rio de Janeiro. For many years thereafter, we visited Brazil annually, but for 2 weeks instead of 1. I say Brazil instead of Rio, as we visited other parts of that beautiful country, namely Salvador and Bahia, Recife in the northeast, and Manaus in the Amazonia. In addition, we visited many towns and villages within a few hours of Rio. Des loved Brazil. The climate, Copacabana Beach, the music, the bars, the nightclubs, and the people. The fact that in those days it was extremely inexpensive made it an even more desirable location. Inflation was rampant, and one only changed a few US dollars each day, as you knew you would get a better exchange rate the next day.